My last minute comedy special. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
There it is. I'm gonna start from the top here. I'm recently married. Give it up. Been about a good 5 years now. Been going good. We have 3 kids. We love them to death. Love them. Death, right? We have a 4-year-old, 2-year-old, and a 1-year-old. So we are not sleeping. It's not happening, right? So when we try to go to sleep every night, my youngest son gets up, starts crying. We take him, put him in the bed. That's 1. My second oldest, my middle son, he always has a nightmare. He wakes up, he comes in the bed, that's 2. My oldest son doesn't want to be left out, he just hops in the bed. The problem with that is, they're not all, let's say, potty trained per se, you know? So at any random moment, you can become hydrated without needing it, you know? And they're smart, so if my oldest is sleeping on the left, he'll pee and then roll over all the way to the right. And then when you roll over to the left, it's cold, it's fresh, it's nasty, you know? I grew up in Oakland, so right around the bridge over there, the parts they never show in the movies. I went to school at NC State. That was a great experience. Met a lot of people, met a lot of girls. One particular girl I remember, I thought we were really serious. We went on a few dates. She was a lady, so she made me take her on a few dates first. We finally go upstairs. She's in my dorm room. We're playing the Wii. Everything's great. Then my roommate comes in, and he didn't get the sock on the doorknob. He didn't get the me saying get the fuck out. He didn't get any of that. So he stayed the whole night. But luckily, I was smooth. I was able to make her stay as well. And we ended up sleeping in my little twin mattress together. And it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. My roommate was asleep, and so I started trying to get frisky, you know. Started trying to do stuff, and I thought she was feeling it too, because you know she rolled over towards me. And I'm like, oh yeah, she gets it, she gets it. So I got real close, and I kissed her, right? And her tongue was on my mouth, my tongue. It was very graphic. And then she snored, and I realized she was still asleep. A bunch of slime came out of her mouth, like right here in this area. So I wiped it off, and then I rolled over because I never wanted to remember that moment again. And she asked if I had a great time. I said no, I did not. I did not. Instagram is great. Who has Instagram? Everybody, right? Yeah. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. But no, seriously, I like Instagram. I think it takes up a lot of my time. I've come to know, you know, everyone has hashtags. Oh, watch this, hashtag this. And I'm married, so I get to judge people who aren't married and just make opinions about it. Like single women, right? Either they're, what's the number 1 move a woman uses when she's on Instagram trying to get a guy? When she twerks, right? But if you don't want to twerk, you want to show your body, I respect that. But then we have what I like to call struggle plate. Have you guys ever seen a struggle plate? Like you scroll down your timeline and you see like 2 Eggo waffles, a toaster strudel, like some 2 Jimmy Dean sausage links right there, and it's like hashtag can't wait for me to get a man, hashtag messing with a real one, hashtag real food. I consider that a struggle plate, you know? If it's crab, macaroni, and cheese on the side of the plate, that's not homemade. That's not what I want. If you got top ramen, macaroni and cheese, and Del Monte little string beans on the side, that's not good. I'm not gonna eat that and think I'm happy right now. It's not gonna happen. I've been talking to my kids about discipline, about staying focused and eating their food. And my kids, like all kids, they don't like vegetables. So we'll have, we try to have a meat, a carb, and then vegetable. That's typically what happens in our house. And my kids always try to fight me on the vegetables. So somehow my oldest son got away with not getting vegetables at the beginning of dinner. And so I took the pot over and I said, hey, you need to get some vegetables. I scooped it and I did this and he moved his plate. And I said, stop playing. So I scooped it and I put it on his plate. And I thought I did. And he moved his plate real fast and it fell all over the place. He said, look what you did, Dad. I'm like, look what you did. What are you talking about? I'm like, pick this up. He's like, you spilled it. And at this point, he's challenging the alpha male in front of the other two. I didn't really know how to take that, so I immediately went to go get the belt. I don't like to chastise my kids or beat them, but I will because it happened to me. That's what happens. I was beat, so they're gonna get beat. I turned out fine, you know? So they're gonna get beat. My wife comes in, she's like, you know, hey, he's had a long day, he hasn't had a nap. Now, I didn't know he was listening, but he was hiding behind the bathroom door. So now anytime he wants to have an attitude or anything, like, he'll knock over a dish and break it, and say, what? I haven't had my nap, you know? What do you want me to do? And so we started drugging him to make sure he takes his naps. It's been working out just fine for us. You know, like we want to have date night, we make sure we slip him some NyQuil. If we go out, it's fine. He wakes up, he's energized, and we had a great time. You know, so that's pretty good. What else happened in my life that's so important? Okay. It's actually happened. True story. I went out for an interview because, you know, you gotta interview, gotta get the job. And I went to the bathroom stall and I had the BGs, which is also known as bubble guts, also known as trouble. You really just gotta get to the bathroom. I get to the bathroom, not paying any attention to anything else. I put the toilet protector seat on there and sit down and do what all people do when they put a toilet protector seat on there. When I look to the left, I noticed only about like 5 sheets of toilet paper. Now anyone who's had the BGs understands that's not enough toilet paper to really get what you need to get done. So I had 2 choices. I could just leave, which isn't bad because no one knows, you know, or I could get smart. So I wiped and then I folded, then I wiped and then I folded. I wiped and I folded again, that was it. That's all I had. But I learned origami. It was nice. I had a brown duck that I made by myself, and it floated all by itself. There were about 3 different islands right there for it. I didn't wash my hands, I shook the boss's hand. I got the job, people. I got the job. I worked at 24-hour fitness for a while. That was great. Something about being a teacher, right? Something about being a teacher, or basically somebody giving back for helping somebody else better themselves makes you feel better about your job, no matter how crappy your job is. But there were some downsides to my job. Because you lift weights, people assume that you know what you're doing all the time. And so when I go do a re-rack and picking up all the weights, people would ask me all the time, like, hey, can you spot me? Sure, I'll do that, why not? So one guy, he was really stoked. He was doing 3 plates, and I had seen him, he'd been progressing real good. He started off on like 2 plates, then he went to 275, then he was on 315, like it's a big day. He'd been telling me about like, can you spot me? I'm like, sure. So how do you want me to do it? There are different types of spots. Either I can hold the bar when you get it up, or, because some people like to touch it, they say don't touch it. He said, I want you to help me get it up and then don't touch it. Cool. He gave me a countdown. And anybody who doesn't go to the gym, the bar is like this, the seat is like this, and your spot is about right here. For safety purposes, it's not safe, you know? So he gave me a countdown. 3, I'm like, you can do this. You've been working your whole life for this moment. You got it. Don't think about anything else. Like 2, the weight is heavy, but it's nothing. You got it. It's okay. It's okay. But when he said 1, I bent down just a little bit, and I started to pick the weight up, and I heard him go, that had shit to do with lifting weights, people. At all. So I backed up, which was dangerous because the weight was already up. And he almost killed himself. And I felt like I was violated more than he was. So when he went to my manager, I also went to my manager. He was like, he almost killed me. Well, he sniffed my nuts. I don't know what to do with that. Then there's another part of 24-hour fitness I used to love. And by love, I mean hate. It's a love-hate relationship. I used to have to clean out the showers, which isn't that bad. I think that 24-hour fitness does a great job of giving people shampoo, conditioner, and soap in the shower room. I think that's a great thing. So, you know, you pay so much money, why not be able to shower at the gym? Problem is cleaning it. Like, you gotta clean those. And there you have people who are friendly. There's nothing wrong with being friendly. But when you are free, you know, here in this area, like this, I don't want to talk to you about low soap. I don't want to talk to you about, did you see me almost get my new personal rep high? I don't want to talk to you about the Dodgers. I don't want to talk to you while your knee's out. It's nasty. I had this one guy, I was supposed to be changing the soap. He wanted me to come in, it's like stalls. He wanted me to come into his stall while he was still in there, water still running, and change his soap. I said, excuse me, sir, is your soap low? He said, yes. I said, great, let me go ahead and change it for you. He just scooted to the side. The problem was he had like a semi, so I wasn't going to be able to squeeze past him and deliver the 24-hour fitness, guarantee that we usually give about always having soap. Because how about you finish up, and then I'll come back. He said, there's no soap, what are we going to do? And it started swinging as he said it. I ran. I sat it down, but I just ran out the gym. Again, he went to my manager, I went to my manager. It was like the second time, so it started becoming a recurring thing. I didn't like it. So I ended up quitting 24-hour fitness over those two things. There was someone smelled me, without my permission. If you smell and I'm okay with it, that's different, But no means no, right? Come on, ladies, you feel me, right? Right? No? All right. This great stuff and see the sights that women like to see and stuff. But she said we have to go. So we live in Richmond. So we got in the car, we were trying to drive home. And being a successful comedian as I am right now, my car works just fine every other Tuesday. It was Wednesday. So it was overheating. It's a true story. So she was panicking and the car was panicking. I actually wanted to go back and finish the meal because it was pretty good. But the car overheated, so she said, we're not going to make it. I put up to emergency lane, gave it about 5 minutes, and then cranked it back up, it was good. We tried to go a little bit further, didn't make it. So we went to the Target over here on Gilman. And the first thing I remember her saying is, wait in the car. And then she tried to look sexy while she did it, but it's the only reason I'm telling this story. But she slammed the car door, and she tried to walk like this in her high heels. And she had to run right past these cops. They had me tags, and I know she was worried about it. But her face, when she came back out, it was about an hour later. But when she did come out, and I had woken up from my sleep, because I was asleep, because it was an hour later, it was great. We even tried to go back, but everything's closed down. But my wife she ate red meat that night, so I was happy. Her dad doesn't remember that she does not eat red meat. He likes to be social, he likes to go to every event that we have. We play dominoes, we have great times. But she doesn't like to talk to her dad because every time we had to talk about the menu, he says, so what are you going to eat? You want some pork chops? You want some ribs? And she said, no, Dad, I don't eat meat for meat. I haven't done it for a long time. He says, are you sick? No, Dad, I haven't eaten meat in a long time. So we'll get to the barbecue, and everyone else will be eating hot dogs and links and everything. And he'll try to hand her a link and say, hey, why don't you try it? And she looks at me, he's in a wheelchair, and she looks at me, and she always gives me the, if I did it, no one would know look, And that's not funny. That's not we shouldn't laugh at things, but we do it. I can go back to my kids now. I love my kids, as I said before. My middle son's name is Gatlin. He is very smart, but his mouth can't keep up with his brain. So instead of saying E equals MC squared, he said, yeah. And he'll look at you and expect you to know. I've come to the point where I lie to my kids. I don't know if that's bad parenting, but it's the truth. We'll be in the car, and my oldest will say, hey Dad, 2 + 2 is 4. And I'm like, yep. And my Jalen will say, yeah. Yes it did. Yes it did. And then sometimes I said this is stupid. I'm a grown up. He's a kid. I'm gonna listen to what he has to say. I'm gonna break it down. My years of knowledge can help me decode what he's trying to say. So I said, no, Jalen, what did you say? And he's that. Just one more time. And then the one thing I did hear him say is, I said, That's his hat. So I lied to him again because I have there's no way around that. So I dropped my son off to school. It's another true story. I dropped my son off to school, and she said, Mr. Gatlin, we'd like it more men are involved. It's all boys school, so we'd like it more men were involved in all boys school because they have like an ouchie or a boo or something. We tend to nurture them because with mothers that's what happens. I said, okay, cool. I stuck around for a little bit. I asked my son who were his friends were. He pointed them out. Him, and him. Right when we got to the last person, I saw him step back. Bow! Hit one guy in the face, like hard. Another little kid. He started crying. I immediately turned to my son and said, y'all play like that? Do y'all hit each other like that? I need to know because that's not how you play. He said, sometimes. I said, well, which one are you? He said, sometimes it switches. So I went to go talk to his teacher about the way they was playing. That is not safe. Not at all. But I have to also remember that they were kids. So my son got into a little scuffle while I was there. A little bit of some of this, some of that, everything. And I was upset as a parent. You get that. It's not really a mind. It's just an instinct. Like touch my kid. But you can't do that. Especially because it's a Christian school. He's always watching. So I figured out to whisper to my son. And I said, hey, go over there and kick his Legos over when he's not looking. You can't win one way, win the other way. So he went over there and he kicked it. And he ran back to me. And the little kid came over and said, he kicked my Legos over. My son, I don't know, he didn't get it. He immediately said, he told me to do it. I had to lie to another kid now. It's the second kid I lied to. I didn't tell him to do that. I can't even give my son a thumbs up because the teacher heard it and she was acting like she was cooking, but she started leaning in to see if she could hear some more about it. And I said, I would never tell a little kid kicking other little kids' toys. And apparently the power is going out here. So with that being said, I'm going to end this with that. And that is that. I have a poem I wrote when I was about 5 years old. Very proud of it, and I remember. You guys ready? It's called a quickie. This is a quickie, so don't be picky. That's it.